Seattle's contribution to popular music is undisputed. You know the names, from Hendrix to Hart, Pearl Jam, Macklemore, and many, many more in between. In this series, we're going to examine Seattle's music community, in depth with unique performances, with interviews, and much, much more. We're also going to find out what makes Seattle, Seattle, and what makes this city on the shores of the Puget Sound one of the best places on the planet for music. Welcome to Sounds by the Sound.
Let's rock and roll.
Welcome back to another episode of Sounds by the Sound. My name is Andy Harms. In this episode, we're going to take a look at iconic music venues and places here in Seattle. And no better place to start than the Moore Theater, where really every band that you've ever heard of have probably, if they've come to Seattle, played the Moore at some point. One of the more iconic moments, if you remember Pearl Jam's Even Flow video, Pearl Jam was playing on that stage. Eddie Vedder crowd surfed to that awning right there that you can see in the background, climbed up there, hung out for a little while, and then did one of his many epic stage dives into the crowd. A very, very cool moment. Today, we're going to talk with Duff McKagan, a legendary bass player who, of course, has played in Guns N' Roses, played in Velvet Revolver, been in a bunch of bands in and around Seattle, has been a vital part of this music community as a performer, as a writer, just as a supporter for years and years and years. We want to talk about his time here now and his time and experiences from the past. Then we're going to head down the street to the Crocodile to talk with a hip-hop artist named Clem Rashad, who has written songs for Nicki Minaj. He is Grammy nominated and done a bunch of exciting solo work as well. He'll perform, plus we'll talk to him about being at the Crocodile, his own music. Clem Rashad, a cool dude. You're going to enjoy that conversation. But right now, you're going to see a performance from a great band called the Young Evils from one of Seattle's best record stores, Easy Street Records in West Seattle. You're watching Sounds by the Sound.
Will never end, waiting for the line to
Seattle's best record store
In the nation.
Yeah.
Absolutely. With the band, the Young Evils, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us. For anybody who is not familiar with the band, can you give sort of a background on when you guys got together, when you guys started playing music?
The origin of the Young Evils actually is Easy Street folklore now.
Okay.
I got a job working there when I was like 18, and Troy had already been working there. So we kind of met, and I think I serenaded him in the store one day to a Heart song that was playing, and he was like, "Oh, you can sing. I didn't know that. I have this idea for a band."
I had an idea, and it was kind of like the Vaselines. I was like, how come there's no band like the Vaselines? And so I wanted guy, girl, sort of skewed pop music kind of thing. And I was trying to find a female singer, and I had no idea Mackenzie could sing. We had been friends for about 8 months before that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and that's where it all started.
Very
At
cool.
Easy Street Records.
So Scott is still an Easy Streeter.
Another Easy Street employee.
connection. Troy is a DJ, and
Yeah.
I've dabbled in the booking thing, and
That's how Andy and I met, really, was through the DJing world, because he was at the end, and I'm at KEXP.
Absolutely.
You're not like me.
Well, let's talk about where you are now.
Yeah.
There was an EP that was released. Was it a year ago now?
yeah,
Maybe
just about a year.
Yeah.
Okay. And what have you been working on kind of since then? What has kept you busy in the last year?
We went into a recording session with the producer Shane Stoneback, and Shane Stoneback does all the Sleigh Bells records.
Awesome.
And that band Cult. So we went in and recorded some songs with him and sort of just let him have at it. And it is going to be a little different. The new stuff is a little more kind of darker 80s electro
We
pop.
busted out some synths.
Synths. The synths came out.
How's that going,
What
by
did
the
we
way?
call our synths?
That's good.
Yeah.
What was their names? We named
Billy
one.
Korg.
Oh, because it's a Korg. Billy Korg. And then Cynthia Plath. Or is it, yeah, I like that.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
So that'll be coming out sometime in the next couple months. We're gonna shoot some videos for him and
Cool.
release those. Yeah.
What's
I don't know
special
why
about
that
this
is.
place for you? Obviously, it's a cool place, and one of the best things about Seattle, I feel like most people from Seattle are very proud to be from here, and they really enjoy it for different reasons. You know,
People are so creative and interesting with their creativity. And all the bands and all the music, everyone's like friends. There's no genres anymore that stick to their own genre. You know, you'll see a show and it'll be a metal band opening for a hip hop band, and then there'll be a garage punk band. Like, nobody cares anymore.
It's awesome.
Which
Yeah.
is great. Finally, I feel like we've been working towards this moment. And
very cool. Thanks for taking the time.
Of course.
Hanging
Thank
out.
you for having us.
Absolutely. Always nice to be at Easy Street for
Thanks.
sure.
Oh.
But Easy Street Records, it is the Young Evils, and you're watching Sounds by the Sound.
Can't be broke no more. My mind on my money when I walk.
Welcome back to Sounds by the Sound. Clem Rashad is a super exciting young hip hop artist out of Seattle who at this point is already Grammy nominated. He's worked with Nicki Minaj. Here's a performance from Clem from the Crocodile, another iconic Seattle music venue. You're watching Sounds by the Sound.
I go by the name of Clemm Rishad. I know we in the Northwest, but we gonna turn it in Jamaica right now. Light is up. Hey, 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 hey. 1, 2, 3, go. Bottle after bottle on the table. Smoking like a wrestler on the vapor. Loving how she waiting for the paper. She got it like them girls up in Jamaica. I done turned the club into Jamaica. I done turned the club into Jamaica. Loving how she whining for the paper. She do it like them girls up in Jamaica. She got that ticky, oh she look like me. She dropping aces spray, oh she get it ticky. I'm about to take her home, hit it like a grippy. Then I'm gripping every word he said. See you wanting like you girls up in Jamaica. I let her kick it with me on the. She gon' take me bottles to the moon. Hop back to the paper, shot till we sold. Hop back to the paper, go. Coolest in the building, hop up in it like CD. It's like you hear talking like phone. Say another word, you know we snapping like a starter kick. No, I'm not Nick Cannon, but she said my click is all of that. Hey, bottle after bottle on the table. Smoking like a wrestler on the vapors. she whining for the paper. She got it like them girls from Jamaica. I done turned the club into Jamaica. Hey, I done turned the club into Jamaica. Love it how she whining for the paper. She do it like them girls up in Jamaica. Baby, let me see you out like this with dollar signs. Please don't waste my time like this with dollar signs. Only thing up on my mind is some dollar signs. She want it on that pony, feel like she want. God rings on me, look like Kobe. Said Kobe Brown. Purple in my swisher, look like Kobe Brown. Fixating on me, tell her wait in line. My niggas hit the club and never wait in line. Hold up. All my gold is frozen. Yo, ho, cooking, no love. These hoes don't want no scrub. Let's turn up. By the service, pop up if the sky ain't in your city, then it will be hold up. Bottle like the bottle on the table. Smoking like a rasta on the vapors. Loving how she whining for the paper. She got it like the girls from Jamaica. I done turned the club into Jamaica. Turn the club into Jamaica. Love it how she whining for the paper. She do it like the girls up in Jamaica. Baby, let me see you out like this with dollar signs. Please don't waste my time like this with dollar signs. Only thing that's on my mind is the dollar signs. Go. Hey, she look like G.U. We just time we voted to Jamaica. Hey.
No limits, no roles, no gimmicks. See, this rap game's a
When you have a conversation about historic music venues in the city of Seattle, you can't have that conversation without mentioning the Crocodile, and we are there right now with Clem Rashad. What's up, man?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Good. Thanks for being here. Absolutely.
Thanks for having me.
Again, I'm glad you got the memo about wearing the black sweatshirt.
It's only right, man.
That's how it is. So let's talk about you and how you got your start. I'm really kind of curious when you moved to the Pacific Northwest, or have you been here your entire life?
I've been here my whole life.
Okay.
I'm born in Tacoma, but like Seattle had like a big play on like my whole upbringing in this music career. So.
Absolutely. Were there any specific like Pacific Northwest artists that you listened to that you kind of respected that either helped you out along the way, or you were just fans of them? You're like, I want to do what those guys are doing.
It's like we've been kind of building like a fusion over the last couple of years. There's a lot of dope artists. Like I work with Jay Pender, who's from out of here, and Royce the Choice, and we actually performed at the Crocodile not too long ago. Yeah, about a year or so ago. It was a dope show. But
what about any other venues that either helped you up on the up and up, or that you now are aspiring to play? Like you can't wait to get to this place.
Yeah, like my brother would bring me up here, like how we always felt like we did a lot in our city, but when you come to Seattle and you come to venues like this, then that's when you feel like established, like we're here.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So we did from Numos, we had Showbox, which is so dope, you know. White River Amphitheater, which was huge. We checked a lot of the biggest things off our bucket list. We did like the Tacoma Dome, which is like one of our...
What did you guys play the Tacoma Dome for? What was that
Last
about?
year. Last year's Dope Fest, we had it at Tacoma Dome. We haven't did Key Arena, which would be dope. Like, well, I really want to do Key Arena. Shoot, our bucket list is getting kind of smaller. Like, we're really just trying to keep it going and really.
It's a good life, man.
Yeah. We're still working, man, and it's like.
I was gonna say you do a lot more than music, though.
Yeah, we do songwriting. One of them landed.
Yeah.
And then that was the Nicki Minaj, Rihanna.
Clem Rashad is also an amazingly accomplished songwriter for an artist so early in his career. He's part of the team known as the Writer's Block, along with Seattle performer Will Jordan. Together, they co-wrote the Grammy Award-winning song Fly by Nicki Minaj that features Rihanna.
We didn't know how big it was gonna be, and we didn't even know who the song was for. You know what I'm saying? We didn't specifically write it for her, but she loved it so much that she had to put it on her album. So from there, we did some stuff with Jason Derulo.
all about my
A
paper.
little less than a year before Pink Friday even came out, we signed a publishing deal with Universal in Beluga Heights. That's a huge deal, especially coming from where we're from. You know, it's a real small city, and yeah, it'll open up a lot of doors. And when we had that call, like, we didn't expect it.
Absolutely, man. No, it's a special place. There's no doubt about it. Clem, man, thank you so much.
Thank you for the time, man. I appreciate you.
It's Clem Rashad. You're watching Sounds by the Sound.
Yes, sir.
Welcome back to Sounds by the Sound. Right now, Duff McKagan, a music legend who got his start in early punk bands here in Seattle, then went on to worldwide fame with bands like Guns N' Roses and Velvet Revolver, but has always remained a staunch supporter of the Seattle music community. We want to talk about his memories of things Seattle past and what he's excited about for Seattle now. Here's Duff McKagan. We're in Seattle's legendary Moore Theater with a legendary Seattleite. It is Duff McKagan, bass player for Guns N' Roses, Velvet Revolver. He's been in a bunch of other bands. Do you have any specific memories at this venue of shows that you've seen, shows that you've played, anything that really kind of sparks anything?
This venue, I played a bunch of shows here. Even Velvet Revolver, when we came out originally, this was one of the first shows we did in 2004.
That's cool.
Here. And the sister venue, which is the Paramount, they used to have $1 concerts. And so I saw The Clash in 1979.
At the Paramount?
Before London Calling.
Wow. Have you ever played the Paramount?
Yes, I played the Paramount.
Okay, I'm
Guns N' Roses played the Paramount opening for the Colts.
Wow. What kind of venues did you like to play, or what kind of venues would you play when you were up here?
Slim's is cool for me because they have barbecue.
It's awesome.
And you can play a punk rock show and eat barbecue.
It's a good combo.
The Vera Project here is so cool, and it's a great place to go see young bands that were stunningly good.
Let's talk about your history in Seattle, because people inside Seattle clearly know you're a Seattle guy, but people outside of Seattle may not know your history here. You grew up here?
I did.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then you moved to LA, and then you came back.
I grew up like here. I mean, this is where all the punk rock shows were.
Sure.
Downtown. National bands at the Paramount.
Yeah.
But mostly it was people renting VFW halls, union halls all over town, and throwing their own shows.
I feel like you have been super active in the community. You just did a thing for Jimmy Page at the EMP. And how was that event, and how was doing that at the EMP?
What was the best event that nobody knew about? Like the best event on the planet that night? It's a Founders Club sort of ticket. It raises a lot of money for their music education arm. And this year was Jimmy Page. I got to play with a bunch of guys I came up with, which is Jerry Cantrell.
Another Seattle guy.
Yeah, Kim Thale.
Another Seattle guy.
Barrett Martin. And Jimmy Page is there.
And he came up and played, right?
He did.
And he was not supposed to, or not scheduled to, right?
We didn't know. And to play these Led Zeppelin songs in front of Jimmy Page was stupefying.
Well, it's a special moment. All of those guys that you played with have all been enormously successful in music, but they also have the opportunity, after being around for so long, to be jaded. And they're not. They are still super stoked on music and super excited just to get up and to play. It's a very punk rock thing, but I also feel like it's a very Seattle thing. Do you agree with that?
I do.
Yeah.
Because I've been able to see the difference in other cities and other musical communities. Slasher is one of those guys who's just happy to play.
Yeah.
But Seattle is very unique. People come to Seattle and everybody's so nice here.
It's very honest, and you see that honesty permeate throughout the music and the art and the attitude and the community.
Yeah, it's really not about the car or the clothes or any of that.
No.
To a fault.
Yeah, absolutely. You have people donating $5 and you have people donating $5,000, all for love of the community.
They're all the same people.
Yeah,
yeah.
Absolutely.
Right now I'm doing a project with Mike McCready and Barrett Martin, and we just had Jazz Coleman from Killing Joke sing on the first two songs. That's what this community is. We're all friends, and we trust each other, and we really like each other. We're just a bunch of goofballs who played guitar, drums, took it to the next level. Other people liked it, and here we are.
Duff, thank you so much.
Cool.
Absolutely.
Thanks.
It's Duff McKagan, a Seattle legend in the legendary Seattle place, the Moore Theater. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Sounds by the Sound. Thanks to everybody that helped out. Such a cool thing going to all these iconic Seattle music places, whether or not it's the Crocodile or Easy Street Records. Also, thanks to everyone that helped out with this episode. Duff McKagan, a Seattle music legend. The Young Evils for performing at Easy Street. That band is super exciting and super fun. Right now, one more performance from Clem Rashad from the Crocodile. You're watching Sounds by the Sound.
Please believe I got something up my sleeve, like a watch. The Kembe Mutombo, I'll move blocks. Can you please free these locks like Diddy did? You see the did. Built it from the ground up like my city did. I say a prayer to my homies that's lost. Didn't make it on them courts, but they still moving the rock. They sitting there Baroque, they could have been a Barack. Now who would ever thought I'm getting paid for these thoughts? While you chasing them thoughts, I'm chasing the gold. I treat the game like it's soccer, busy chasing my goals. Whoa, you wasn't there when I was Martin Luther Kinging. Now I'm sitting at the throne, call that Martin Luther dreaming. I'ma hustle every season till all my homies eating. I hear him been talking like I ain't the one that's funny as stand-up. Expose him like Janet, I just can't leave him here empty-handed. I'm talking a lot of cash. Cigars turn to ash. I fold paper, arts and crafts. If you knew what I knew, you'd probably be a little bit nicer to me. You'll go invest your whole entire life into me. I made the formula. It's like science to me. It was Clem Rashad over everything. Sky movement over everything. Me and music got a good thing. I might just mess around and go wedding ring. Hold up. All my bars made green like Irish Springs. Clean. I'm feeling like Pookie to designer things. Fiends. If you don't love me, then you gon' love my team. You don't want me, then you just want my dream. My family royal, call me Prince Hakeem. Opportunity on my doorstep. Greatness all on my doorbell. I'm getting ready for my big moment, but the critics all on my coattail. Nothing in this world's gonna stop me. All my day one still by me. No one do additions like Bobby. I don't need a stylist to style me. All money suits Pat Rally. Talk about Clem, you gon' rally. I don't think they want them problems. That's a million fly dudes in the alley. You already know what it is, man. Clem Rashad, sounds by the sound.